radio, we felt for sure that something drastic had happened. But there's no rooms.
People were speculating that if you have one girl go missing, could it possibly be related to other girls?
If the police chief's daughter can go missing, who might be next? With the whole town now on high alert, whispers of a madman in their midst infiltrate the quiet streets.
Right there.
He knew your neighbor for 20 years. You know the church he went to, you knew his church. You never suspected your neighbor.
That's right.
Yeah.
The silence of any information about the girls is deafening. Then,
I know
several
you
weeks
called me.
later, on a gorgeous spring afternoon,
I called you on my aunt's Alexa. I called you on my
takes
mommy's
another
phone
dark
twice.
turn.
I called you on my
It's
grandma's
Good
phone
Friday,
4
and
times,
we had the
and you
day
did
off
not
from
even
school.
answer.
Myself and my best friend Nancy and another friend of ours, the three of us decided to go to the beach.
Do you even dare? I called you on
I
Alexa.
had just bent down and picked up my first
Alexa.
whole sand dollar I'd ever found in my life. And when I looked up,
It's Mommy. Tell him who's Alexa.
that's when we saw this man
Tell him
standing
who's
there.
Alexa, Mommy.
He knows that it's your daddy and that
With
slow.
this towel over his hand
I know you know it's
with
Alexa.
a gun showing. He said, I want y'all to
Tell
come
him
with
the
me right
Amazon
now.
Alexa.
I've already
Amazon
told people I won't
Alexa?
hesitate to blow your shit away. And at 16, we were very innocent.
Did you get my message?
And so
Do you
we
get
just
my
kinda started
mom's
walking.
message?
And I just remember that sand dollar just crumbled in my hand.
The one for the money,
So we walked
for the
us out
tent,
to
and the thing
beach
about his
house
school
where-
supply.
And when we got there, we walked around into what would have been considered underneath the house. That was up
The
on
money
slope.
for the
I
hospital.
started
The 150.
talking, and I told him that he could take my car.
And the money for his anything for about his school supply. Did you get the
Shut
message?
up. Just shut up.
I think it's school supply, yeah. How much for the
Lie
uniform?
down.
I don't know. I bought all the bottoms and the sneakers and the book bag already.
Tied our hands
So
behind
you
our
gotta go to the place.
back, our hands down to our feet.
Uniforms shop across
And
from
he
Target
put
at
a gag
192.
all around. He did put the gun
192.
down.
But I'm not sure what size he wears. So
It didn't really
Underwear or
register with me at the time. It
And
was
it's
a
a-
toy gun.
8 and 7.
That's what I wear.
what do you want?
8 and
He
a
told us
7.
that he was going
I'm
to
thinking
kill
about
us
an
and
8 now, but I'm not
nobody would
sure.
hear us 'cause
7.
the beach was
Probably
pretty
an
much
8.
deserted that day.
7.
I don't know. I gotta make him try it because last year he was a 7, so maybe this year's
I
an
was
8.
thinking, I
Or
just bought my
7.
senior.
No, last year he was a
I
6.
was never going to be able to wear that.
I'm gonna have to trick him and try them.
You trying to trick me?
You want to take him and try it?
Yeah, we couldn't believe a patrol car was
Look
pulling
here.
up,
Which day is coming?
and he just said,
I'm
Oh,
thinking.
August
Quiet still.
1st.
No, I'm thinking
I'll
August
shoot you.
10th-ish. I don't know. I don't know yet.
So he left.
I do.
They didn't call me to register,
Girls
so I
are
don't know.
paralyzed by
I know,
fear,
Daddy.
but desperate
I
to free
know.
themselves. Donna peeks through a crack in the stairs and sees
can't
an
see.
impossible stroke of good fortune.
No,
I could
it's the
see
first
a police
Daddy.
officer
I
walk
know
by.
it didn't start.
And I knew that this was the only chance we had. This was our shot.
I know when
I
it
pushed the
starts,
gag out of my mouth
Daddy.
with my tongue.
Okay.
That's when we
When
started
you gonna find
screaming.
out? When you gonna find out?
Pow, pow, pow.
From
What
Nerf
the three of us
gun.
went through is, you
I
couldn't
wear a
imagine.
big Nerf gun.
William,
What?
I did actually.
What
when you gonna
happened?
find out?
Find out what?
To make sure her mom was not gonna
When
hurt
he's
her
going
mom.
back to school?
Make sure
I'll call the school tomorrow.
Don't call my mommy by her last name.
I'll call the school tomorrow if you say so.
family plan right
Stop calling me by my last name.
Well, with Boost, you
Okay.
get a great price on a family plan with unlimited
Alright.
gigs.
And Daddy, stop calling my mommy by her last name, or else I will start doing it to you.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines
That's
and
her name.
unlimited gigs for $100 a month.
It's
Plus, get
Mommy
4 free LG Style
to
4
you.
models, all on Boost Super
I don't
Alliance.
want to call me mommy. I need mama.
Boost makes it easy to switch.
Then,
CJ makes it easy to
Call
save.
her Joshua's mommy.
Whether you have a small home project like fixing a garage door or a
And
big
Omar,
project like
your
remodeling a
name is
kitchen,
Now
HomeAdvisor
Omar.
is always free to use. Compare prices, read reviews, and find the best clinical pros at
I'm not sure.
HomeAdvisor.com or
I don't
download the free
know.
app.
I used to rub low on cash right before payday and not be
I
able
told
to
you I
do
bought the
anything.
trip to my sister's house, right?
Now that I'm
No,
making
you
the
didn't.
time,
No, you did not. No, you didn't. That was a lie. He didn't even tell me that.
Time today.
He told me the last 2 years. Actually, he told me the last 2 years.
Create opportunities.
Probably go to my
When I
sister's.
say adversity,
And I ask
I
you
find a
when
way.
when he
When I hear never,
when he's
I
going
say
back to
now.
school, I say you gotta find out.
Something that Hack University.
You gonna buy his school supply first before you go anywhere, cause you're not gonna go there and then leave me stuck with all the shit like you did to me last time. No, it's not. And you need to give me that money for them bills. What?
Breakthrough at shu.edu.
There's a school out there.
Well, make sure I get that money for that bill, cause that, you're not gonna let that go against my credit.
Technology to foster
What
real
credit?
learning and collaboration.
What credit?
So students build
Don't worry
the
about
skills
that.
they need.
You just know to pay the
Opportunities in
bill.
a
I'll
digital
find out
world.
tomorrow.
Connections
And when you planning on going?
free online
Joshua, do you wanna go?
public school led by teachers who raise the bar. This is education.
No, me.
Personalized,
If you try making me,
flexible,
I will blast you with my
future-ready.
Nerf gun.
Connections Academy brings
I
school
will
to life.
blast you.
Visit connectionsacademy.com.
No, I don't have.
Thank you.
I only have cousins in
As
Jamaica.
I can remember. I even cut out bread and pasta for a day. I decided
They're
something
only
needed to
my
change,
cousins.
and then I tried Noom. Noom worked for me. It's an easy to stick to program that actually changed my
They
habits.
don't even know you.
Based on a cognitive behavioral approach. I just say it works. It just clicked. It worked. It worked with Noom. Visit Noom.com and lose the weight for good.
Jenna Charles, my man. Nothing to do. Got some legs in there, huh?
And that's what I do.
Gotta have this stuff in the morning. Oh, that's too hot.
At your age, get your own insurance.
Talk to your father.
Let me start with a little bit of cereal. I'm gonna spread it all
Why
around
not?
the table, and we're gonna
Because
split
I'm
the
using
warm hot
my
dog. And I'll have a
Hot
glass of
Wheels.
grape juice to spill on the counter.
Bam,
Oh, do you
Bam.
want some as well?
and bam. I'm recording right now.
Insurance company.
I'm actually
What are you recording?
A cloud
I'm
of
recording
darkness
on my
looms over
2
the seaside
tablets.
town of
I wish I
Folly
had
Beach,
my
South
phone for a
Carolina.
third.
3 girls have vanished and another has been attacked. Now, a
You know
trio
where
of
one of my
teens
phones,
has
my
fallen
good phone
prey
is?
to a depraved abductor's
No.
twisted game.
Jeremiah said
I
he
pushed
took
the
it
gag out
from
of my
me.
mouth with my tongue.
That was
and
one
that's
thing I
when
remember.
we started
He
screaming.
bullied me and he took the phone away from me. Ask Jeremiah, not me. I got nothing to do with your phone.
The girls started screaming and he could pinpoint exactly where they was at.
They were bound with cloth, and it looked to me like a thin
I
bed
got
spread
nothing to do with your
and
phone,
cut
Daddy.
up into
Ask
strips.
Erica and
Just
Jeremiah
tied
and
around your
Omar.
hands and feet.
Ask them, not me.
Once we were
I got no
untied, we
idea.
felt extremely relieved.
You and Jeremiah was the last person playing with.
No, Jeremiah was. He took
couldn't
it
believe
from.
that had
But we were
happened
having
to us.
dinner when Jeremiah finished first.
Hugging
He
each
took it
other.
from me. And I got no idea he
The
took
age
it
of
from me.
innocence is gone. He
Until
took
I
it from me.
saw him and I told your mom. That's the only thing I remember.
Despite being traumatized, the teens managed to give a detailed description of their attacker to a sketch artist.
He wasn't a bad looking man. He had a beard and a mustache and
I did not do
dark
that.
hair. He looked
Ask
Italian.
Erica.
He had just these
what
piercing
did he call
eyes.
me for?
Just, I'll never forget
Huh?
his eyes. They were just, there's nothing there. They were
Huh?
just so cold.
What?
What do you call me again for?
It's
One of the
okay.
girls also said
Talk to me for
he had a
what?
scar on the inside of his right ankle.
Do you even
The
get?
description gives
you get
even
a
the
voice
most
message
seasoned
from me?
investigators chills.
I barely said a
Girl,
thing. I barely
it's on
said a
the
voice
tree.
message.
Gave us a description and it matched
yeah,
the same description.
No.
with this girl's on
Do you
the
see a number from? Do you see my aunt's
white man,
phone number?
all kinds of Italian looking. And so we were
You see
sure
an
that
unknown
that
phone
was
number
the guy.
called you yesterday.
And it's most likely the same guy behind the disappearance of
But
Alexis
you
Latimer
don't
and
know.
Sherry
Did
Clark,
an unknown
too.
person call you yesterday?
with them. It was a scary time.
There was. It was me. I
Not
called you
knowing
from the
is the
west.
worst thing in the world.
We were looking for somebody who was very disturbed and very dangerous.
I found the camera.
We had officers go door to door, canvassing the area and showing them the composite, ask questions, had they seen anything, and so forth. In addition, we gave a copy of the composite to the newspaper, and they published it.
The sense of urgency to find the dangerous predator before
Later,
he
call
strikes
Erica
again
instead. I
is
have
palpable
nothing
in
to
the
do
small
with the phone.
town.
It was just unbelievable for everybody in this area, you know, to imagine, oh my gosh, there's a predator out there.
Wait, what?
Give me my phone.
What is Pinterest?
Just 4 days later, the town's terror ignites.
Okay, that was
when
my
detectives are
dad.
called to the dunes to investigate a frightening scene.
The bulldozer upturned this body.
It was still crushing a bird, and it was enough
Mom, you know
that
why the
you could see
computer is not working?
that it was
Because
a
it's
human body.
dead.
And they started photographing and everything else, and you know, uncovered the rest of it, and realized it wasn't a female. The feet were tied together, just like the three girls underneath the beach house, and the girl tied up with the tree.
Alexis Latimer, Sherry Clark, and Earlene Bunch have all disappeared from Folly Beach in the last year. Now, 3 families wonder
I wish
if
I had
this is
the
their
camera.
girl.
Oh, yes. Are you still recording?
The body was identified as 16-year-old Earlene Bunch, which was
You guys are coming with me.
proved conclusive through dental records.
I knew it was early when blonde hair fell out
Don't you
of
put down the camera?
since I knew her personally. I knew
Good.
I discovered her. I got chills on her. It wouldn't take 40 years later to get chills.
You guys, it's good.
It was unbelievable.
My parents were thinking that there must be some type of connection to Sherry and Alexis going missing. We're hoping that they would get some answers.
Not knowing as a parent where my child is, not knowing what's happened to my child.
It's the hardest part. Yeah, no, it's on. No, I'm saying like, really?
Concern was that the Latimer and Clark girl, who are still listed as
Did I see
missing,
it?
they may have been murdered.
Okay, right near you
Serial
guys.
killers. That terminology.
Look at this car.
Just knew we had someone who probably murdered.
Look at this one.
Fear is pulsing through this town as state and local police launch a full-scale manhunt for their suspect.
We realized we had a killer, and we need to catch him as soon as possible.
It's going down for
In the following days, detectives field endless tips and calls. Most are from frantic folks in town, but one is from the Naval Police in neighboring Charleston.
This woman called the Navy-based police, and based on her observing the sketch in the paper, she said she recognized him, and she said this guy attacked me, and now he's attacking other people.
Jim Tyson's motto was, when better chickens are hatched, we will hatch them. It's why all of the Tyson chicken that bears his name is raised with no antibiotics, every nugget, strip, and drumstick. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
Is it town competing in the world? Maybe for the men. Last one that speaks volumes. Lash Blast Mascara from CoverGirl. One lash blast sold every 2.3 seconds.
I was so embarrassed
What's
about
this?
for a used car. I went into hiding in this undisclosed location.
Only Carfax.com can give you the most accurate price based on the Carfax report. Stop the shame of overpaying. Start learning car search today at Carfax.com.
See, guys, I got big old space.
Walgreens,
Oh.
save your skin today.
The cars
Now
are up
Walgreens
there.
Red Center products are
Let's
buy
double
one,
check
get one
it.
50% off. Breyers
That
natural
is
vanilla,
really
milk, fresh cream, and only sustainably farmed vanilla. Breyers, the good vanilla. We proudly partner with American farmers for grade A milk and cream. Say no to this because of my bladder? Not today. Thanks to Tena Intimates. With ProSkin technology designed to absorb so fast, it helps to protect and maintain your skin's natural balance. So you can feel fresh and free to get as close as you want.
For a free sample, visit tennasample.com. This is your dog. He needs a walk while you're out with friends today. That's where WAG comes in. WAG lets you book a dog walker whenever you need. He's great with that.
I've been walking dogs for 2 years now.
Plus, he's been vetted by WAG.
When meeting the new dogs, I always make sure they line up to meet us.
Antonio knows how to give your dog a great walk, and he fills you in on all the details. That's why you use WAG. Because of great walkers like Antonio. Get your first walk free when you download the app now.
The Council for Eye Care Complexity.
None of your ideas make eye care more frustrating.
Which is why this council exists. Explain yourself.
It's simple. At VisionWorks, we guarantee you'll see great and look great.
Guaranteed. We say that too.
Oh no, we mean it.
Mean it. You gotta use these because we don't mean it.
It's really important because it changes the meaning of. So if you're doing.
If you don't love your glasses, we'll make it right. Guaranteed. VisionWorks. See the difference.
I'm dying.
Step up and think about yourself. We're gonna take care of ourselves to live our life to the fullest.
It's revenge is for me.
Oh, that feels so good.
Revenge Party, Sunday, and catch up anytime.
Why would you go off and leave this little girl?
Those bones were out of there for quite a long time.
She was struck at least 4 times in the head.
It was probably a crime of passion.
That little girl thought that her mommy ran away.
Buried in the backyard. Noon tonight at 8 on Oxygen.
A serial killer is likely lurking in the community of Folly Beach. And a 20-year-old terrified woman has just come forward claiming to know who he is.
She had seen the composite in the paper and said, I know who that is.
She said this guy attacked me and now he's attacking other people.
Yeah.
She was at the Enlisted Men's Club. She observed the individual in the club and immediately recognized him as a man who had accosted her at gunpoint some months before, tied her up at a vacant beach house, but had let her go because she had been drinking. She didn't report the crime at that time.
When authorities are directed to the man, they recognize him immediately.
The suspect was Richard Valenti, a 31-year-old petty officer in the U.S. Navy. Police went over to the Navy base and they found inside Valenti's locker various magazines and books about bondage. So he's into bondage.
Which one are you using, Mommy? The TV or the phone?
Likelihood the man we were looking for.
You know that can hurt your eye.
We found out his address was on Folly Beach. Valenti lived less than a block from the vacant
He's
beach
here?
house where the
You saw
women
his
had
car?
been tied up, and
Let me
also
go see.
that same beach house where the girls were tied up underneath.
This
Based
is like
on
a
all the
plate.
information, arrest warrants obtained for Valenti.
Police stealthily make their way up to the cottage Valenti shares with his wife and children.
I was assigned to go to the front door, and before I could even get to the door, as I was coming up the steps, he was walking out of the front door. He fit the description that the girls had given, with also the scar on his ankle, but he had obviously shaved his beard off. When we took him into custody. He was subdued and calm, and didn't show any emotion in the house. We found a toy pistol. We also found portions of a bedspread that had been torn up, and it matched the ligatures from the other victims. Several days after he was arrested, there was a lineup done at Charleston County Jail.
He was so nervous. We were afraid he was going to see us and assured us that he would. He was very easy. I could recognize him anywhere. I will never forget his eyes. There's nothing behind them. He's soulless, but they were piercing eyes. I'll never forget that.
Detectives looked straight into those soulless eyes, wondering what, if anything, Valenti will divulge.
He readily confessed. This guy was ready to talk.
Valenti calmly describes the appalling abduction and death of Earlene Bunch.
He forced her to accompany him to that same vacant beach house. At that point, he hog-tied her. He used the rope and tied her hands behind her back, and then tied the rope around her neck and slowly but surely choked her to death. And then buried her at Folly Beach in a sand dune, not very far from that location where the crime was committed.
He talked about it so easily and so detailed, and I never saw any kind of guilt, no kind of remorse.
Let's just say my daughter, if it ever is, I probably tried to kill her.
You get paid every week, right? Yes. When did they go? No, I know.
Without the bodies of Alexis and Sherry and nothing to link Valenti to their disappearance, detectives desperately need his confession. But will he continue to talk?
After a while, he confessed he kidnapped at gunpoint the Latimer and Clark girl who were on the beach at the time. He took them to that same vacant beach house.
So then next week, this thing not gonna get no pay. That's true. If I work, you know, work last week. So we work this week and the other week we get paid.
Maybe.
And
But we work this week, you'll get next week.
And then tied
You get paid every week.
pikes
So it's not like you get paid every
and
2 weeks.
placed them on a chair.
Grandma, we
He
don't
claims
know
that
where
they struggled,
we don't work at Publix.
tipped the chair over,
That's why we don't
left
know.
dangling there until they died.
No. Oh, did you guys see that? Did you see that? Let me just put that there.
After two chilling confessions, Valenti isn't done talking.
Valenti said that he had been fantasizing about tying up women and girls since he was a young child, since about the age of 6. And it had been a reoccurring fantasy with him. His wife also said she was upset
You heard
about
that bark sound, Grandma?
weird sexual fantasies,
You heard that bark sound?
bondage on her.
Oh, carved up bark.
Valenti is charged with the kidnapping and murders of 3 teenage girls. Now, just one troubling question remains. Where are the bodies of Alexis Latimer and Sherry Clark?
I can accept anything. I can accept what's happened. I know I have to. But please let me know what happened.
I was a victim, but now I'm a survivor. I was broken, but now I'm strong. We investigate cases that didn't get the spotlight, cases that matter to me.
Injustice with Nancy Grace, a new series, Saturday at
You see that? You assume shit. You see, you assuming. Okay, you don't think he came home with it? Instead of asking, you're assuming.
For just $5.99 each, you can trust we'll do our thing to get you your thing.
Domino's. Because we know a thing or two about delivery at Domino's.
Yeast infection? Get relief 4 times faster with Monistat.
Joshua, come clean up your mess.
Just recommended brand.
Where can you use it?
Without a prescription. Get Monistat. Get cured.
She's gonna be the
And
camera
to
lady.
you.
Whenever I told her to touch the side or A, she's gonna touch it, then it's going to make it go. Then you guys can see it.
New Magnum Ice Cream. Double sea salt powder. Carefully made to be broken. Magnum Ice Cream.
I'm so hungry. Candace, Bacchus Creations coming over 20 flavors.
Right, chicken, salmon, or tuna. Like my favorite.
Just pair, eat,
And go.
try my tuna or chicken salad creations.
Bravo. What are you listening to? Skip track.
Wait. Marcia, play that song that goes, I hate you so much right now. I'm gonna miss you so much. Yeah, you are. Alexa, call Kelly. You missing me already? Maybe. I knew it.
Not all small businesses are cut from the same cloth, but they all do need the same thing in order to succeed, and that's a great network. That's where Spectrum Business is. It's a network with over 99.9% reliability, the fastest internet starting speeds available at 100 megabits per second for only $44.99 a month. So don't let your business settle for slow internet.
Or did
Call
grandmother's? I didn't put that down.
855-830-9959.
I bet grandma was trying to hit me, but she hit the one to go to.
Add Spectrum Business Voice for only $19.99 a month. And we'll buy you out of your old contract and set up a convenient time to install all of your new services, so switching is easy. Your business deserves a better network. So call now to get Spectrum Business Internet for $44.99 a month and Spectrum Business Voice for $19.99 a month. No added phone taxes, no hidden fees, no contracts. Call 855-830-9959.
We started Untuckit to help guys look sharp and feel casual. Because traditional shirts just weren't meant to be worn untucked. Untuckit shirts fall at the perfect length and are designed for guys of all shapes and all sizes. So now everyone can experience the perfect fit of an Untuckit shirt.
At least somebody made the right call.
In a stunning confession, 31-year-old married sailor and father Richard Valenti has just copped to the atrocious murders of 3 teenage girls. Will the whereabouts of Alexis Latimer and Sherry Clark remain a deadly secret? Or will Valenti confess all?
Then started talking. He said he took the 2 girls out behind the house and buried them in the backyard.
The self-proclaimed serial killer is taken back to the vacant house where he killed his innocent victims.
He pointed out, this is where I did all of this, and this is where I tied them up, and where I hung them.
I actually added a feature to make the bark sounds.
After almost a year, Valenti casually reveals where he buried the bodies of the 2 best friends.
He said, that's where I put them. That's where I buried them.
The scene goes eerily quiet as the bodies of the 2 girls are finally unearthed in the backyard of a beach cottage.
They were in a shallow grave, and they were lying side by side, and they were still clothed, and the ligatures were still around their neck. And they matched the ligatures that were in the pipes inside the shower.
Body facing me had braces on. Those braces are burned into my mind. Horrendous.
The next day, the coroner positively identifies Alexis Latimer and Sherry Clark. And two heartbroken families finally get the dreaded news.
Finding their bodies, knowing that during all this time they were not suffering, they had gone through hell before that on the days, I don't know how many days. I don't even like to think about what they went through. That was the time that my mind was given some relief from what was going on.
Oh!
Extremely upset. My dad was extremely upset. There was no more hope. But at least it was an answer.
Recording.
And they were able to put closure to the situation and have a funeral. Put my sister to rest. I mean, it gave them a chance to say goodbye to her. And we could start our new lives, a new normal.
In June of 1974, Richard Valenti stands trial for the murders of Alexis Latimer and Sherry Clark. Reliving the horror is almost too much for the girls' families to bear.
As far as the trial, I didn't think I could be in the room with Richard Valenti. I didn't trust myself not being happy.
I'm really mad right now, Mommy. I'm annoying you.
And the jury deliberates for not even an hour before coming back with a verdict.
The jury decided he was guilty of first-degree murder.
Richard Valenti is never brought to trial for the murder of Earlene Bunch.
To lose a child, there's never total closure over it. And when you don't go to trial, it's even worse. I mean, there's some healing when you get a trial and a conviction. But when there's nothing, there's not even a start of healing.
And shockingly, he's up for parole every 2 years.
He punishes us by asking for parole. He causes our family to go through a lot of agony, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of reliving this.
We were very, very blessed in being able to escape. They were not. They no longer have a voice. It's something I live with every day of my life.